now. My work is done.
Nice.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Moto.
We weren't doing anything.
What were you doing?
Nothing.
What were you doing?
Not plotting against you.
You were plotting
No.
something.
Always.
Nothing cute, I swear.
What?
No. Huh?
Nothing cute.
I mean, now that you're here.
Oh! Oh.
Ooh.
That was smooth.
Mm.
Hey, classy, would you like calamari? Would you like to taste of me, baby?
Hell yeah.
Oh.
That's enough hentai where this is going.
Hentai.
Hello everyone, this is a chaotic start. Welcome back to our Fate Let's Play. We're joined by a new body. Everyone meet Cloyd. Cloyd is an amazing
Hello,
friend of us.
everyone.
Please go give Cloyd a follow.
Godo.
Godo?
Godo.
Alright, who wants to know about Godo?
What's Godo? Tell me.
Godo is a character that I played as who's a Goliath barbarian with a Scottish accent.
Oh, that's why you wanted that to be Berserker.
Yes, but last I checked, most of the fucking things that he does is just yell and scream.
No, you just have to make it up. You have to make up what he says.
I have to make up.
Yeah,
because
because the text is all fucked up, and you just have to make up what he's saying. Okay.
Got you.
Perfect.
Also, I nom you, but that's okay.
It's improv.
Improv. Yes.
Improv? Oh, man.
Actually, who even doms in that?
Wait, what?
That's how
What?
he sounds.
I
Okay.
don't know how much you know about the Fate universe, but
Magic circuits.
Magic circuits.
Magic transfer.
How many times did they say magic in this episode? Do you think, or I don't know. They like to repeat
Take
words a
shot
lot.
whenever you say magic.
Last time they
Magic.
repeat a lot of things in this, but it's fine. Without further ado, let's get into
Let's
it.
quest.
Let's quest, yes. So we're on the 4th day before noon. Load. I haven't done my Shiro voice in a while. Is it because Tosaka went home and my attention disappeared? My body feels dull, so I lay down in the living room. I stave off the returning nausea by my lying on my side. The clock ticks in the silent living room. A fight. Thank you for coming, Hime. A fight between masters, huh? I still don't understand what it is. The only thing I'm sure of is that it's beyond me. It would feel more real if I had more interest in the Holy Grail. Why, I wonder? All I feel towards the Holy Grail is disgust. A grail said to make wishes come true. I don't know what kind of a thing it is, but it's an artifact that can even summon these things called servants. It might not go as far as granting any wish, but it should have more than enough value for any magus to want it. But still, I'm not interested in it. It's true that I'm dubious about its reality, but accepting that easy way to reach a goal feels like cheating myself. And the worst aspect of this thing is that the selection method is a battle. But this is a fight for a single chair. No matter what your expectations are, as long as you enter it, you can't survive unless you defeat your enemies. And depending on your methods, defeating other masters might result in harm to innocent people. That's why... Does anyone know who that is? I have no idea who's talking.
It's Archer.
It's Archer? Okay. Then Dish.
Rejoice, Emiyashiro.
My reason for fighting is not to win the Holy Grail War.
Oh no, wait. Maybe go to Mine. My bad.
Oh. Well then, Cloyd, you get to say the second line.
Wait, who the heck is talking?
Your Kotomine. This is the problem with this
Kotomine,
visual
I
novel.
think.
We gotta
Is
like remember the
Kotomine
voice.
Kire?
Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay. Your wish will finally come true.
Which would make sense because this is right after we went to the church or whatever.
Okay, okay.
It is to stop those that would try to win it by any means possible. I feel dizzy again. It's only natural. Even if it appears to be back to normal, my body was almost split in half a few hours ago. There's no way this sickness will go away quickly. It seems more likely that it'll continue for the rest of my life. Because I was almost killed 3 times in a day. If someone weak joins a battle, it's natural for him to get hurt. As compensation for my lack of strength, I almost lost my body. And she was wounded protecting me. I get up. Oh yeah, her.
I came.
Hi Bob, how you doing? What am I doing? I totally forgot about her because Tosaka was here. No, I unconsciously avoided thinking about her. Coward. I've been avoiding recalling the girl who was wounded because of me. The one that was bleeding miserably because of me. Tosaka didn't say the most important thing. I pull my resting body together and stand up. Tosaka didn't say anything about Saber. She said she and Saber brought me here, but she said nothing more. The fact I need to know most if she, the one wounded by Berserker, is alright or not. I look through the house, bearing the dizziness. I look around where someone could be, all the guest rooms, but I can't find Saber. That's weird. She's in that outfit, so you think it'd be easy to find her. There's no sign of the brave armor-clawed Saber anywhere around the house. Tosaka said servants can become spirits, but I can't do that. No, first of all, they say I'm a master, but how am I a master? I don't understand who she is nor how she exists. This is like a new soldier being given a tank. That's right. Even if you give the guy that has only used old guns a brand new weapon, he won't now know how to use it. I complain. Well, the lucky thing is this tank has an autopilot function. Even if the driver is terrible, the tank will fight on its own. Angry at my thoughts, I hit my head against the wall. How rotten of me. Idiot. That was such an impolite complaint. I apologized to the blonde-haired girl in my head. Now I feel like I had to find her and confirm her safety. I hope you can get some rest, Bob. She's not here either. I searched throughout the house. It's a big house, but I didn't play hide and seek here with Fujini as a kid for nothing. I know the efficient way to search this place. If I haven't found her after searching this much, then the yard, the shed, or there are several possibilities, but I don't even consider the possibility that she's not here anymore. She said she would protect me, so I don't think she would leave this place. Maybe. It suddenly hits me. Not the house, the yard, nor the shed where we first met. Come to think of it, there is another large building in this place. She must be there. I hurry. I head to the dojo, separated from the main building. I'm a bit tense. If she's not here, I will have to admit that she's gone. That makes me realize the inconsistency. Even though I know nothing about her, I want her to stay. A wooden floored room with nothing unnecessary. A dojo built only to train oneself in. In this silent place, in the faint sunlight. She is sitting there naturally. A space filled with tranquility. The sunlight shining in is white, and it makes her and the dojo into one. I can see nothing amiss in her dignified posture. Just by sitting there, she stiffens the air in the dojo. But there's nothing cold about it. It's because her figure is so pure, it makes me forget even about the cold winter air. Even the sound of my breath is a nuisance. The girl sitting Japanese style in the corner of the dojo is definitely the girl from last night. Hey Retro, how are you? The girl who appeared just before I was killed by Lancer, and the girl that mercifully slashed him with her sword. Her golden hair, that was reflecting the blue moonlight, is now one with the warm sunlight. That really makes me remember. This is exactly what I felt when I first saw her. The girl clad in armor slashing her sword to silently overwhelm her opponent. I wasn't surprised by how out of the world that scene was. It doesn't matter what she's wearing. It probably wouldn't change even if she was covered in mud. The girl that moved me deeply is still in front of me. That is why I forget to even breathe and continue to stare at her. Forgetting about Masters, the Holy Grail War, and everything. In this instant, I have completely accepted Saber. I do not know how long it was. Saber opens her eyes as if awakening from sleep. Oh. My disappointed voice echoes loudly through the dojo. Saber stands, perhaps noticing the sound. I walk towards her, still not knowing what to say.
You're awake, Shiro.
A calm voice. Her voice echoing through the dojo as if permeating it. It is surprisingly suited to this place. Yeah, I just got up. I answer with a dull head.
Shiro? You seem pale. Are you feeling ill?
The golden-haired girl approaches me. No, I'm feeling really good. I quickly step back to get away from Saber. Looking away from Saber, who is tilting her head questioningly, I calm down my pounding heart. Calm down. What am I so tense about? I take a deep breath, but it doesn't seem to die down quickly. In fact, I don't think it ever will. Jeez. Why has she changed? I complain without meaning to. Saber's clothes have changed dramatically since yesterday. She's wearing normal clothes, completely unlike her armor. It's rather unexpected and I'm troubled by it. She is terribly beautiful. I thought I figured that out yesterday, but it really hits me now. Perhaps her armor looked so surreal that I didn't notice yesterday. But if she dresses like a girl, as a healthy guy, I'm troubled.
Shiro.
I tense up the moment our eyes meet, but I didn't look for her, so as not to talk to her. I'm troubled, but I can't stay quiet forever. It's Saber, right? This will be the first time we sit down and talk, but I make up my mind to talk to her. And then...
Shiro, before that, there is something I would like to tell you about last night.
She interrupts my words with a sullenness that makes her calmness seem like an illusion. Alright, what is it?
It's about last night. You are my master. It is troubling if you take such an action. Battle is my work, so you must concentrate on your role. If you go and die in vain yourself... Wait, what? If you go and die in vain yourself, there is no way I can protect you.
Translation error.
Yeah.
Saber
sorry.
says, it's okay. Saber says so clearly. That makes the tension I was feeling vanish. What do you mean? You would have been slashed if I didn't do that.
In that case, I would have just died. It was not something you should. Excuse me. It was not something you should have been hurt for. I repeat myself. Please do not take such an action again. There is no need for my master to protect me, and there's no reason for it either.
She speaks plainly. She is speaking so practically that... What? Don't be stupid. You don't need a reason to save a girl. I reply unconsciously. Maybe she was surprised at being yelled at, but she pauses for a moment as if I've done something unexpected. And then she stares at me with indescribable dignity. I back up a bit, being stared at. Her look makes me realize that I've said something really out of place, and it embarrasses me. Anyway, I'm grateful that you brought me home. I'll thank you for that.
You're welcome. It is natural for a servant to protect her master, but I am happy to be thanked. You are very polite.
No, I'm not polite. More importantly, there's something I need to clarify right now. It's something I should have asked her right after I got home yesterday. If she really is my servant, and if she really is taking part in this war. Going back to our conversation, Saber. Oh, I'll ask formally, but can I call you Saber?
Yes. Since I have formed a contract with you as a servant, I am your sword. I will follow your orders, defeat your enemies, and protect you.
Saber says so without the slightest hesitation. There's no room for me to question her about it. Become my sword, huh? To win this Holy Grail war?
Is that not why you have summoned me?
No, I summoned you because... I can't say it was by pure accident. No, first of all, I didn't even summon her. She just appeared when I was in danger and saved me with her own decision. The result is the situation we are in. I become Saber's master, and I was dragged into this thing called the Holy Grail War. Not one bit of it was my intention. I'm just an amateur magus that was dragged into this battle beyond my abilities. What of it? I've already convinced myself that I have to fight. I can't complain now. I shake my head lightly and stop whining. That's it. I said I will fight. So I can't even talk about running away. This will be the last time I will talk or think about whining. No matter how the decision came, I have decided to fight.
Shiro?
Oh, it's nothing. But, Saber, there's only a small chance of winning if you stay with me. I don't have the powers or the brains of Tosaka, so tomorrow might end up like today. Are you okay with that?
Does that mean that you lack the will to fight?
I have the will, I just don't have the chance of victory. So I'm asking you if you're alright with serving such a master. This is a battle I've decided to take on. So, I think it's wrong for someone to get hurt in my place. Even though I'm weak making Saber fight. And I can't stand letting a scene like that happen again.
You are my master, Shiro. This fact will not change. A servant does not have the freedom to choose its master.
That's true. That's why Saber is my servant right now. Then I should try my best not to burden her too much. Alright, so you're content I'm your master?
Yes, but Shiro, I will not allow defeat for my master. If you have no chance of victory, I will make one for you. I'll use every means possible to have you obtain the Holy Grail.
To obtain the Holy Grail, huh? Tosaka said servants also have a wish they want granted. So Saber must be no exception. That is why she has no doubts. But that means... Hold on, Saber. You said any means possible, right? Does that mean you do not care what measures you take to win the war? For example, attacking people to gain power. I cannot finish. Saber's looking at me like I'm an enemy.
Shido, that is not a possibility. I can only do those things I will allow myself to do. I cannot betray my beliefs. It is against the knight's oath to hurt those who are unarmed. But I must obey if you order so. In that case, you will have to use one of your command spells to compensate for treading inside me.
I am overwhelmed by your angered voice. But still, I'm happy and relieved. Her lack of doubt gave me the image of a cold fighting machine, but I know now that she is not a cold-blooded killer. Yeah, I won't let you do such a thing. As you say, we have to do our best with what we can do. I'm really sorry. I insulted you without realizing it.
No. I jumped to a hasty conclusion without knowing your intentions. You're not at fault, so please, raise your head.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I apologize without realizing it. I raised my head. I don't know what's so funny, but Saber has a small smile on her face. Well, I'm glad she's smiling, so I won't ask her about it. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I said we'll do whatever we can, right? As one measure, I've decided to cooperate with Tosaka for a while. Remember Archer's master? Who you were with for a while yesterday?
You mean Rin? I see. That is certainly an intelligent choice. There will be many things you can learn from her until you become a suitable master.
Thank God. If Saber agrees, I can proudly cooperate with Tosaka. The only other thing I need to ask her about right now is... let's see what heroine she is. It would be about Saber's real name. Saber, I heard this from Tosaka already, but servants are magics that summon heroic spirits, right? Then you have a real name that's not your class name, Saber, right?
Yes, the name Saber represents why I am here in this time. It is not a name to represent my real identity.
I see. Then, what is your real name? Tosaka said it wouldn't be a battle unless I knew my servant's real name. Servants are heroic spirits. Their identities are heroes, famous in every age. They hide their identities in the scope of their power with their class names. A servant's real name is something that should be kept hidden. But it is also something the master must know. Because if one does not know which hero the servant is, he does not know the servant's potential. Master and servants are one. They won't be able to fight fully if one keeps a secret from the other. They shouldn't be able to fight fully, but...
Shido, about that matter, please excuse my rudeness. A summoned servant must immediately inform their master of their true name, but I cannot fulfill that oath.
Saber? Why can't you fulfill this oath?
This is what I believe is for the best. No matter how hard you try to hide my name, there are many ways to take the information from you. Since your magic resistance is not high, mental intervention would be simple if the enemy was a superior magus. If you are under a spell, my real name could be revealed against your will. I would like to prepare for that, and not have my real name within your knowledge.
Oh, I see. That's right. I would give it right away if they used the suggestion on me. And informing the master of your real name is, for a normal master and servant. Even if I knew Saber's real name, I wouldn't be able to come up with an effective plan. Most of all, I don't care about it. Alright, let's keep it a secret then. We have to take care since I'm inexperienced.
It helps me if you say that. Then, I am not someone that is famous. I should be a few ranks below Berserker. And I would not do too much even if my name were revealed.
Saber murmurs in regret. That's a bit unexpected. Saber has some human characteristics, and she regrets being inferior to Berserker. Isn't that alright? A trump is a trump because it's hidden. Your master is weak like this, so I understand that you have to try everything. And Berserker, he's unfair. There's nothing to be ashamed of, and from my point of view, you aren't inferior. You had that big wound, and you were exchanging blows straight on.
You're right. I suffered defeat last night, but the result should be different once my wound heals.
Yeah, I hope so. I give an empty response and look away. That was a surprise attack. When she smiles, Saber is... And then... I hear a sound of something heavy falling at the door. Huh? I turn around wondering what it was. There. Is Tosaka with a big bag at her feet. Huh? My mind freezes. Tosaka, who supposedly went home, is at my dojo. She's wearing normal clothes for some reason. And why does she have that big bag? Huh? What are you here for, Tosaka?
I just want to get my stuff from my house. It's natural, since I'll be living here from now on.
What? Live? You mean you living in my house?
That's what cooperation means. What do you think our talk was about earlier?
I'm so surprised I can't speak. I have to say something back or something terrible is gonna happen, but my head will not function.
Where's my room? If you don't have one prepared, I'll choose one myself.
Still, the unexpected invader mercilessly continues the discussion. Hold on, Isn't this bad morally? Look, Tosaka is the idol at my school. Just having her in my house will cause a panic, so having her live here would be crazy, and Fujini would kill me. Or maybe she's planning on driving me insane to reduce the number of masters?
Oh, why don't you prepare a room for her as well? Your servant takes up space unlike my archer, so you should give her a place to sleep. Well, if it's just one bed, it's no problem for you, then I wouldn't mind.
Wait, that means sleeping in the same bed, right? Of course I won't! What are you saying? Well, I'm not saying anything. I wouldn't do such a thing. Saber is a girl!
You're missing the point, but oh well. That's what Shiro said, Saber. He says he doesn't like to be in the same room with a girl.
Not moving. Saber makes a difficult face.
That's me, right?
Yeah.
That is not good, Shiro. Servants are to protect their masters. The hours of sleep are the most crucial time for protecting you, so I cannot protect you unless I am in the same room.
Same energy as what if we put our Minecraft beds next to each other? I'm in more trouble even if you say that. What are you thinking? Are you two really girls? Why? Why are you two looking silently at me like that?
Servants are servants, so there's no need to.
Oh, sorry.
That's right. So there's no need to treat them as humans. But I guess it's useless to tell Shiro that.
My mouth, about to protest, stops. The weird feeling I had when talking to Tosaka in the living room returns. Actually, I figured out the cause of this feeling. Hold on, Tosaka. Since when did you start calling me by my name?
Oh, am I? I wasn't really conscious of it, so it must have been a while ago.
It was. I think you've been calling me that for a while.
I see. I'll be careful if you don't like it. But you don't like it?
Tosaka says so plainly, without realizing how I'm feeling. Jeez. It's just like you said, Ise. I think Tosaka Rin is a real devil. Fine. Call me whatever you like, I don't care. Whichever you prefer is fine.
Really? Then I'll do that.
Rin, please do not end the conversation. I have not come with a solution to the matter of the room for Shiro and I.
Oh, of course, of course. But it'll be hard to stay in the same room with Shiro acting like that. There's no point in treating a servant like a human. But why don't you give up, since Shiro doesn't want it?
That is incorrect. Shiro only said it would trouble him. He did not say he did not want it.
Well then, what do you say, Shiro?
Hold on. Why? After only a day, does she keep calling me Shiro like I'm a cat she found? No, that's not the problem, but Saber's room is.
Shiro, I will ask you again. It is a servant's duty to guard you while you sleep. I believe you understand your position as a master.
Even if you glare at me like that, I can't do it. No, I'll prepare a separate room for Saber. I'll try to prepare one as close to mine as possible. So please be happy with that. Scaring me won't work. As a man, I won't surrender to you on this, Saber. You should understand your situation better.
Huh? That is why I am trying to protect my master as a servant.
No, I mean about yourself. Jeez. If you don't understand, that's fine. If you say any more, I'll make you obey my command spell. I breathe out hard and intimidate Saber.
It is troubling if you use your command spell for such a thing. Our future is doomed if you use one of those three rights to order me to not protect you.
Yeah, I'm sure Shiro would be the first and last master to do that.
Don't be stupid. I don't want to use it for this either.
I understand. I will follow my master's plan. What will you do when you are attacked by an enemy? Servants such as Assassin will close in without letting their presence become known. In such cases, you'll be able to protect yourself until I arrive.
Well, I can't claim I'll manage. I was able to against Lancer, but that luck won't repeat itself.
That would be impossible. This house is a boundary field, that alerts us if an enemy enters. We won't be able to avoid a raid, but we should be able to detect a surprise attack. In that case, you will be able to protect him before he was attacked. So you can just go ahead and stay in the room you like.
That is certainly true, but...
How about next to Shiro's room? You're fine if you're not in your room, right, Imaya-kun?
She pronounces the Emiya-kun. How do you say that word? Ostentatiously? I cannot.
Ostentatiously?
I've never used that word once in my life.
Me neither.
Tosaka, that's just, especially, I haven't used that word in my life either, you know?
It's a sound argument because I'm making it for your sake. Well, which room should I choose?
Tosaka walks to the house with her bag, as if telling us the conversation is over. Osten is... okay. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that ball, but thank you. She looks cheerful like a student picking her room on a field trip. Astoundingly, her actions are so selfish. We just see her off with blank amazement. You return to the main building. First of all, I should show her around the house so she can choose her own room. This is the Japanese-style room. The backside has common rooms like the living room and the bathroom, and you follow the open corridor to the outbuilding, you reach the guest rooms. It looks like Tosaka went that way. I explain as I walk. Saber follows me silently without nodding. I'm not sure if she's listening or not.
The map of that house is fine. Where is Shida's room?
My room is this way. It's somewhat back there.
Then please, guide me that way. I must talk to you privately.
Talk to me privately? So she doesn't want to talk, she doesn't want Tosaka to hear it? Tosaka's in the outbuilding, so I think this place is okay. But she is a master after all. Someone could overhear us, so the open corridor is no place to talk secretly. Here, this is my room.
What? This is Shida's room?
Saber is surprised the moment she walks in. What? I don't think there's anything here that should be too surprising.
No, there is nothing here to surprise me, as there is nothing here. Is this really your room, Shida?
There's no point in lying to you. I only come here to sleep, so it's natural there's nothing here.
I see. I was surprised. I thought you were more a sordid person.
Saber enters the Japanese-style room and touches the wall to check the feel of it. It is a soft gesture, as if she understands the object's memory just by touching it.
I'm relieved. This is a desolate room. That does not mean it is treated badly. This is a simple but warm place.
Warm? Well, I guess so. I don't know if it's how the house is built, but this place is cool during the summer and warm during the winter. My father said I took the good room.
Yes, the room is the reflection of its owner. So I was worried about your spirit. But this will not change my impression of you.
Saber says this with relief, but I don't understand what she wants to say. So, what did you want to talk privately about?
It is a bad thing. Something I do not want the other masters to know at the very least.
Judging by her expression, the bad thing must be our weakness. I see. I see what you mean. I'll listen seriously, so go ahead.
Yes, about that. This probably is not something we can solve. These servants maintain our bodies using the magical energy transferred from our masters. That is why servants require a master. But
An incomplete master. So I don't have enough magical energy for you to maintain your body?
no. It is not a problem I receive even a small amount of magical energy from you. I am not receiving any magical energy from you. The spiritual connection we ought to have is not present.
So that means I, as the gasoline, am not sending any fuel for Saber to work as an engine? Saber, that's...
It is not your fault. I believe something happened during my summoning. Some fault occurred. And the line that should have connected was not connected.
some problem during the summoning? When Saber appeared, it wasn't anything like a summoning. It was just an accident. Since she was summoned like that, it'd be strange if there weren't anything wrong with her. Hold on, then what's going to happen? Since you can't replenish your magical energy, will you disappear?
Yes. If I use up the magical energy I have, I will not be able to stay in this world. I have battled 3 times already since my summoning. My healing ability is a regeneration magic, so magical energy consumption will increase it if I take damage. Let me see. I used about 10 mature magi's worth of magical energy last night.
I'm astonished. Magical energy is reduced every time she fights, and there's no way to restore it. If she already used up that much magical energy, how much longer could she stay in this world?
You understand, Master? So I must try to use my magical energy as little as possible. No magical energy is provided. I must sleep and suppress my magical energy usage.
Sleep. Will your magical energy replenish if you sleep?
I do not know. But at the very least, I will not consume any magical energy while I am asleep. So, I wish for you to allow me to sleep as much as possible. I will not be able to constantly protect you, but I would like for you to understand this is a measure necessary for us to win.
Oh. I sigh with relief. Thank God. If that's all it is, I'll accept all she wants. Of course that's alright. You can rest whenever you get tired. If that allows you to stay longer, that's so much better.
Then I will sleep often from now on. So please do not leave the house while I am doing so. If you were attacked somewhere far from here, I will not be able to come and protect you immediately. It would be a different story if I could leave through space, but servants with such ability are rare. To call me from a distance would require backup from the command spell, so I would like you to try to stay near me.
As much as I like to do that, I can't nod. I can't imagine living with Saber, and most of all, I have my own life as well. I'll try, but are you sure that's all? If you sleep, you...
It should not be a problem. It cannot be certain since this has never happened to me, but I did not fight even 7 times last time. Even if I do not defeat them, the other servants defeat other servants.
I see. So not everyone has to fight all the servants. If all goes well, we can end this war pretty easily. The only people I'm going to fight are those with inhuman attitudes. I'm sure that not all 7 masters are like that. Tosaka is ready to fight, but she would follow the rules of the Magi. So the 5 remaining masters, if they all have human attitudes, I won't have to fight them. Saber said she didn't even fight 7 times last time, so this time... Huh? Hold on. Even fight 7 times last time? Hold on, Saber! Was it Saber 2 last time? No, I mean, were you in the last Holy Grail War as well?
This is the 2nd time I have participated in the Holy Grail War. I was Saber 2 at that time. There are heroic spirits that attribute to several classes, but I am only correspond to the class of Saber.
Osaka mentioned that out of the 7, Saber is the most powerful servant. And this girl is saying she has become that twice in a row. Then, did you remain until the end last time?
Of course. I had no constraints last time, so I did not fall to any servants.
Saber says this as if, it's just something natural. That makes me realize even more. That I have been given a sword I do not deserve. Jeez. Then you must be full of complaints with someone like me as your master.
I only fulfill the duties given to me. If I can obtain the Holy Grail, I have no complaints about my master.
I see. That's a relief, but still. She was flawless last time, but she has already suffered 2 wounds this time. In her condition, unable to replenish magical energy, she always has to think about her remaining magical energy. The result of a battle with such burden was... that image of her covered in blood. That image is engraved in my mind. That image of a girl smaller than me, covered miserably in blood.
Shido, such regret is useless.
Huh? Saber's voice brings me back. When I raise my head, Saber's expression is serious.
It is not as if I suffered no defeat. I am your servant now, because I did not fully win. I am used to taking wounds, so it is not something you should mourn for.
Used to? Even wounds close to fatal?
Yes, to wield a sword means to take injury as well. That should be the same for you too. There is no reason for just me to avoid harm.
It's true, but are you saying that you don't mind getting hurt?
If it does not result in death, if I die, I will not be able to protect my master.
What is that? So you're saying you don't mind getting hurt to protect your master?
That is the role of the servant. Rin's words are certainly correct. There is no need to treat servants as humans. We are a tool to protect our master. You must understand that.
Saying so, Saber walks to the sliding screen. Beyond it is the side room. This room was enough for me, so I never used it.
I will be getting some sleep. I will wake up at dinner time, so please let me know if you are going outside.
She quietly opens and closes the sliding door.
We are a tool to protect our master. You must understand that.
What is that? That pisses me off. But I can't call out to her, so I just consider her words in my mind. I sit on the porch and look up at the blue sky absent-mindedly. I'm not like Saber, who went to bed already during the day, but I need rest too. Even though my nausea has gone away, I still feel terrible. And on top of that, my shoulders are heavy from all the unexpected developments. Phew. I take a deep breath and look over the yard. I've heard what I needed to hear, but the fact that I still don't know anything doesn't change. My senpai has a magus and an official master. Tosaka is...
Hey, do you have an extra cushion? And the beaker and the protector? Protector? Yeah.
is intently searching my house for things. You can take the cushion in the next room, but a normal household doesn't have beakers nor protractors.
Huh? I can't believe it! A magus should always keep experimental tools around.
Leaving that complaint, she goes back to the outbuilding busily. I guess she's serious. I guess it has already been decided that Tosaka is going to stay at my place. When I went over there earlier, there was a sign that said, "Remodeling in progress, do not enter," on the door of the best room in there. Yeah, the outbuilding's pretty far away, so there's no problem. Just having Saber around causes some tension. So if Tosaka was near me too, I wouldn't get any peace. Anyways, there's some distance between us. Even if we are connected by a hallway, it's just like a house next door, so nothing should happen unless I go there myself. Oh, but we'll see each other at meals. And we've only had the one bath, so we'll have to decide how to use it. No, thinking about that, Saber is a girl too, so... Idiot. What am I thinking? Shaking my head, I lie down in the corridor. Phew. I sigh once again and stare up at the sky. Maybe I'm tired, but doing all this makes me sleepy. Man, just... do what you like. Becoming desperate, I close my eyes. Maybe that comment helped. I fall asleep the moment I close my eyes. Later, Saber, Tosaka, and I are in the living room. I just woke up. Saber was in this living room, and Tosaka just finished her remodeling. By the way, this was the guest room a few hours ago, and now
how do you use the air conditioner?
The scene I saw when I was called was this. Man. How can I put this? I think I may have allied with a terrible person. I can't calm down. These two are complete outsiders. I rarely have guests in this house, so that must make the situation even stranger. No, first of all, the appearances of these two don't really fit in this Japanese-style house. Well, it's about 7 o'clock now. Even though we're all in the living room, all of us are staying quiet like this is not good for my mental well-being. If you two don't mind, I'd like to talk about what to do from now on.
Hold on. I want to decide on something before that. Alright?
Sure. What is it?
About dinner. Shiro, you live alone, right?
Well, yeah.
And you have cooked for yourself, right?
Of course. I'll get hungry if I don't eat.
I see. Then I have a proposal. How about we take turns preparing dinner? We'll be living together for a while, so that should be helpful, right?
Hi, Red Vixen. How you doing? Hello, HBC. How are you doing? You're right. I was thinking of continuing as usual, but if you're going to be living here, you're just like family. It's normal for you to cook, and it'll be easier on me too.
And it's decided. So, let's say it's Shiro's turn today. It's late already, so let's have our meeting after dinner.
Well, I don't mind taking turns for dinner, but what are we going to do about breakfast? Will we be taking turns too?
Oh, breakfast's fine. I don't eat breakfast.
What's that? Don't be ridiculous. You won't grow if you don't eat breakfast.
Mind your own business. Don't cut into my lifestyle. Anyways, you'll be preparing dinner. I won't talk unless you cook something good, okay?
Tosaka glares at me irritatedly. Alright, I'll make something. Saber, you're eating too, right?
Certainly. If you will prepare some for me. Food is an important source of energy.
Alright, then be good, you two. It's time for cooking with Classy. I grab the apron and go to the kitchen. Fortunately, there's about 3 people's worth of ingredients in the refrigerator. I started cooking... Wait, what's that? Sorry?
Oh, I said lucky.
I started cooking rice when I woke up, so it should be done in about half an hour. I glance at Tosaka and say, from the kitchen. Thank you for coming, HBC. They look like they prefer Western meals over Japanese food. It's unlikely that Saber, let alone Tosaka, will understand the tastes of tofu and natto. No, more importantly, Saber might not be able to use chopsticks. I ponder this for a second, but I can't help it. There's only a limited range of dishes I can make with what's in the fridge. Anyways, there's some tofu. After thinking for a bit, I decided to make some deep-fried tofu. For soup, I'll make miso soup with seaweed and tofu. I have some chicken, so I'll make teriyaki out of it and make that the main dish. I drain the water off the tofu, season the chicken, and cut the Japanese white radish while I'm at it to make it into a salad. I grate the white radish, cook some green peppers.
Was that me?
Yeah.
Are your plans from now on determined, Rin?
Who knows? I can't say much since I don't have any information, but I think it's most important to find out about the other masters. There are 4 more masters. I want to search for them without them realizing I'm a master, but it probably won't go perfectly.
I told them to be good, so what's with that dangerous conversation? Can't they see I'm busy with making dinner for the 3 of us? No, they aren't even looking. Tosaka? Not 4, 5. The only masters we know about are you and me. I yell, holding the big pot for the deep-fried tofu.
What are you talking about? You, me, and Ivisville. It's Ilya.
Ilias feel.
I am
You just say Ilya if you want.
Ilya. I'm like, okay. Makes 3. Don't you already forget about Berserker? Sorry.
Oh yeah, that girl's a master too. Berserker was so strong that I forgot, but still. I can't believe a girl that small is a master who mercilessly tried to kill us.
I understand. You're you. So I bet you didn't even see her as an enemy. It's fine. So concentrate on the cooking. It'll be a problem if I can't judge how good you are.
I don't know how my cooking skill affects her, but what she says is correct. The preparation will be done soon, so I should concentrate on finishing dinner now. Yeah, too. Yeah.
Ill. It's just gonna be ill. Ill. You must mean Berserker's master. Rin, seem to know her.
Yeah, I know her name. Eisenburn is a Magus family lineage that has almost made it to the Holy Grail a few times.
Sorry, I was yawning. So they are well accustomed to the Holy Grail War.
I would think so. I don't know about the others yet, but I can't be wrong in saying that Ilya is our biggest obstacle. Usually, Berserker is a class chosen to strengthen a weak hero. It takes sanity away as compensation for strengthening the hero, but to control such an insane servant requires enormous amounts of magical energy. For example, if you became Berserker,
I would not be able to talk like I am doing now. Moving all roles as a collaborator and specializing in battle is how Berserker is. But that is not like subduing a wounded lion. Normal Magus will not be able to control it.
I'll bet. A normal Magus cannot control Berserker, even when some minor hero becomes it. But Ilya summoned a top-grade hero, made him Berserker, and controlled him completely. It's irritating. Her ability as a master is on a completely different level.
I feel the same way. Our current problem is that the exact master is after us.
Yeah, my archer hasn't healed enough to return to battle. How about you, Saber? Is your injury okay now?
I will not be a problem if I am to fight normally. I am not healed enough to fight Berserker. The injury from the battle against Berserker is healed, but it seems it will take longer to heal the wound I received from Lancer.
Hello, Icy. How you doing?
I see. Then I guess all we can do is wait and see for now. I have a suggestion about that. I hear Archer has sharp eyes. Wait.
I think that's Saber.
Saber.
Yeah, no worries.
Can you hear the voice?
I have a suggestion about that. I hear Archer has sharp eyes. Would it be wise to have him keep watch around the house?
That's what I've been planning to do. I'll have him keep watch on the roof, so we should know right away if anyone strange is approaching this place. This house is a boundary field, and warns of intruders, so our defenses are perfect. Though, if Berserker comes and attacks us, all we can do is run.
The two are continuing on without me. I'm a bit annoyed. I'm making dinner, so why are they talking without me? First of all, Tosaka is too friendly with Saber. Well, it's true that Tosaka isn't that friendly with me, so it helps if Saber talks to her, but... Huh? The face reflected in the glass of the kitchen cabinet looks disappointed. That's weird. Why am I angry? All right. I prepare the dishes for the three of us and put the prepared dinner on the tray. I move to the living room. Jeez, don't talk about dangerous stuff during dinner time. I put the tray in front of Tosaka.
Huh? What are you angry about, Shiro? Oh, should I have at least helped carrying it out?
Not angry, but weren't you not going to be friendly? I glare at her. Tosaka goes, huh? And after that, makes a frightening smile.
We were just deciding on the structure for cooperation. Don't worry, I won't steal your saber.
Hi, Dee. How are you doing? I can tell my face is blushing. I can tell what I'm angry about after Tosaka tells me. You?
Oh, was I mistaken? Then I'm sorry, Emiya-kun.
Just keep talking. I retreat to the kitchen to get the rest of the food. I'm doing good, thank you for asking. She really got me. Tosaka is still smiling, and Saber is expressionless, as always. Man, I'm really worried about whether we can continue with this member. In that way, dinner starts. I'm silent. With what happened earlier, it annoys me to talk to Tosaka, and I'm too embarrassed to even look at Saber. Saber eats dinner silently. Her gestures are elegant, and I can't possibly imagine she was swinging around a sword. And well, how should I put this? She nods every time she eats something she hasn't eaten before. Her gestures are strange. It must be her way of expressing that it's good. By the way, she is able to use the chopsticks. On the other hand, Tosaka is...
Alright, I'll win.
She clenches her fist after taking a bite.
Wait until tomorrow, Enya Shiro.
She shakes her clenched fist. God. Have I done something bad? What? About what you guys were talking about. The two both raise their heads. Hold on. Even one of them is enough to tense me up, so they shouldn't both react.
What are you referring to?
About what to do from now on. You guys were talking about it while I was cooking.
About searching for another master's for now.
Yeah, that. I was wondering what exactly you were going to do.
Well, we can only look for them slowly. Oh yeah, he at least sends other Magi's presents. It'll be easy if that's the case.
No. I went to the same school as you for 2 years. I didn't even realize you were a magus, Tosaka.
That's as I thought. Well, that's fine. The others would be hiding their presents, so it should be impossible to find them from their tracers anyways. How about you, Saber? I hear servants can detect other servants.
I can somewhat, but only when they are using their abilities nearby. In my case, I can only detect them within about 200 meters radius.
I see. Then we'll have to wait on for their actions, or find some place where it seems strange. If a master acts, their traces should remain. So that means we are going to try and find those.
So, are you saying we should search throughout the town?
No, you shouldn't do that. They'll be searching too. So that'll tell them right away that you're a master. For now, we shouldn't take the initiative until we are prepared. Go through life as you were, and don't let them know you're a master. Hide the command spell so no one will see it. Try not to go to desolate places. Come home before dark. And what else?
Please try to take your servant with you when you go outside. Can Archer guard you in?
I guess he can do that much. I'll have him ready in spirit form, so it should be okay. The problem is...
My master.
Thank you for the realistic knocking, Tara. That surprised me. How you doing?
Right. Are you listening, Shiro? Take Saber with you when you go anywhere. It's our rule to stay out of people's sight, but some idiot might attack us in the middle of the day. Have Saber with you in case of things like that.
Alright, I'll try. I respond without interest. I understand what she's saying, but I'm resistant to being with Saber all the time. I feel nervous talking to Tosaka, but Saber makes me even more nervous. No, it's wrong to say I'm nervous. I'm just bad at talking with Saber.
Who was that?
That was Saber.
What is it?
Nothing. I'll give you more, so give me your bowl.
No, I am fine. It was very good, Shida.
I look away before I realize. I can't even look at her normally, so how can I stay with her all the time?
Oh, it's no good though. Saber can become a spirit, so she won't be able to follow you to school.
School? Are you a student, Shida?
That's right. Oh, Saber isn't a student, so she can't enter the school. She'll just have to stay here while I go to school.
Can't you not go to school, Shida?
I can't. If you want me to live normally, I have to go to school. And there's no danger at school. There aren't many places with that many people.
But
It's alright, Saber. I'll be at school too, so I'll back him up in case of emergencies.
I'm saying there won't be any emergencies.
I understand. If Master says so, I will obey.
Saber nods, though she looks discontent. The night wears on. It seems Tosaka has prepared and taken her bath while I was cleaning up after dinner. Jeez. It seems she's really selfish from her first day here. I should seize the initiative from now on. I know that, but seizing the initiative from her seems really difficult. Man. On the subject of difficulties, there's one more that's giving me trouble. No, rather, the main problem. Tosaka will understand if I talk to her, but this person doesn't seem to understand how much I talk to her. Saber, huh? I know she's not a bad person, but Saber is back in her room. Tosaka should be resting in her room on the outbuilding. I'm the only one in the living room. There's still time until bedtime, so I should talk to Saber. Honestly, I have to get over my inability to talk to her, or I'm worried about our future. First of all, ignoring her being a servant and all, she is a girl from a younger age. There are a lot of things I'll find out from talking to her, and most of all, I have to get used to her, or Tosaka will constantly make fun of me. Yeah, that's troubling. It's troubling, so I should be able to talk to her, more lightheartedly. I return to my room. Next door, past this one small sheet, is Saber's room. Saber, are you awake?
am awake. Is something wrong, Master?
Opening the sliding screen silently, Saber enters. Ugh. I hold on to my heart, pounding from having her actually in front of me. Calm down. I'm just gonna talk to her as a master.
Shira? You do not look so well. Have your wounds opened up?
No, that's not it. I'm fine already. Are you fine?
Yes, there is no problem. With my current condition, it will take some time to fully heal, but I'm still above my average. I should be able to match anyone other than Berserker.
It's not confidence or boasting. She's probably just telling the truth. I have no response. Saber's statement should be encouraging to a master, but I don't want such a slender girl to fight. I'll have to ask you something. Don't you have any other objective other than fighting? You're in this time, so don't you have anything else you want to do?
Other objectives? I do not have any such things. Servants are only summoned to fight. Any other objectives are useless. Your statements are misdirected.
I thought so. I'm pretty much asking one who was summoned to fight, not to fight. Summoned to fight, not to fight. It's not that I want to tell her that. Well, how should I put this? Saber is lacking in humanity. It would be fine if she were only going to fight. But she's in front of me as an actual person. So it's wrong for her to just fight. If Saber's actually here, I have to have her do something she enjoys. Hey, Saber, servants are heroes from the past, right? So I stopped myself before I asked her what she was like before.
I cannot tell you my real name.
Saber said that before as a secret between us. So even if I asked her about her past, she wouldn't answer.
Shiro, is it not good to stop what you have begun to say? I shall answer if it is necessary.
No, forget about it. I was just about to say something stupid. I say that averting my gaze. It really was something stupid. I shouldn't have been interested in Saber's true identity, and she refused because she couldn't tell me. If I bring it up again, it will only prove that I'm a no-good master, repeating a useless question. But what else is there to talk about besides that? If I can't talk about Saber, the only thing that remains is about me. That would be even more meaningless, though. Now I'm gonna do what I want. If I can't ask about her true identity, I'll get ready to have her look at me strangely. And I'll ask about things such as what she likes and what she wants to do for breakfast and...
Shiro, if you don't have any questions, may I ask you?
Huh? You can, but... what?
About yesterday. You were cut by Berserker while trying to save me. You remember that? Is that correct?
I remember... what? You want to continue this morning's conversation? I know it was a thoughtless action, so don't remind me about it. It makes me feel sick.
I feel the same way, but I feel that I must ask you to understand. Why did you stand up to Berserker? Do you not understand what might happen if you approached us?
That's... I knew that. I understood that I'd be killed if I approached. But I didn't try to save Saber out of optimism that I'd be safe while doing so. Back then, all I thought about was saving Saber. I didn't care about what would happen afterwards. At that time, the most important thing for me was saving Saber. Probably it was just my fear of not being able to save Saber was greater than my fear of getting killed. Sorry, I've forgotten. It happened in an instant, so I don't know what I was thinking. I was probably confused. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to do something so suicidal. Perhaps because Saber's eyes were so serious. I don't tell her the truth. I just say something to get out of the situation.
So, in other words, you automatically tried to save me.
It wasn't automatic. I told you, I was confused. If something like that happens again, I'll probably be trembling.
I see. That is normal for a human. No human would try to save another while ignoring their own life. Even heroes should not be expected to do that. So, if someone like that exists, they would be lacking something. If you continue with that missing thing, only tragedy would await.
Her deep green eyes are trying to tell me something. I take that in. You're persistent, Saber. I told you I was just confused. I'm scared of death too. I can't be a saint. If something like that happens again, I'll save myself before you. I deflect it with heartless words.
That is good. It should be no problem if it were just a misinterpretation on my part. Yes, you certainly are a coward. If you do not make any mistakes, you will become a proper magus.
Hey, what's with that? Do I look like a coward?
Yes, very much so. Mostly the part where you tried your best to accept the situation you are in. Such wisdom is something called as cowardice. It is the same as saying that a man without fear cannot be wise.
She must be relieved. Saber says this, smiling a bit. That gesture is so lovely and elegant. Because of it, I cannot think of anything else to say. We might end up staying in the room together a while. Ooh.
Oh.
And night falls. It's not like I need to talk to Saber or Tosaka, so bedtime comes as usual. Oh, HPC wants an ada. Ada. There you go. It's 11 o'clock. The lights in the house are turned off, and the people in it sleep to prepare for tomorrow. I can't sleep. I open my eyes, still on my side. It's the room I've grown accustomed to sleeping in, but it's different today. Jeez, why can I... It's so quiet, so why can't I hear Saber's breathing in the next room? No, I know. If it's so quiet, it's only natural for me to be able to hear what's going on in the next room. And being able to hear her sleeping makes me imagine her sleeping. Damn it. I can't sleep like this. I'm tired of this hell. I climb out of the futon, trying not to wake Saber, and I retreat to my usual place. Thank God. I thought Saber would notice, but she must be pretty dull. Or maybe she just sleeps deeply. I wonder for a moment whether she can really protect her master like that, but there's no danger now. If servants are connected to their masters, she should wake up when her master is in danger. Tosaka seems to be asleep. The lights there are off. She must be a defiant or just adaptable. Tosaka must have gotten used to this place just in one day. Well, it really does help having her around and all. Yeah, it helps even if it's troubling sometimes. For example, the bandage wrapped around my hand. Hide the command spells, huh? I didn't realize until she told me. The command spell a master bears appears somewhere on their arm. In my case, it's on the back of my left hand. I can't hide it with my clothes, so I'm hiding it with a bandage, even though it looks unnatural. It's winter, so I'll wear something long over it. Tosaka has hers in the middle of her right hand, or somewhere like that. They say the command spell is different for each master, but I don't think I'll ever see Tosaka's command spell. The shed is silent. This is the place where Lancer cornered me yesterday, and where Saber appeared. The door is still open and the inside is dark, as if denying anyone's entry. But this darkness is familiar to me. The old building that I used to play in, the place you could call my real room, stands silently in the cold winter night. I enter. I close the door to shut out the outside air and turn on the old stove. Yeah, I considered skipping it for just today, but I shouldn't. Father would get mad at me if I skipped 2 days in a row. I sit in the middle of the shed and take a deep breath. Training should be continued without rest. Magic is mental training for me, so I shouldn't neglect it for minor reasons. Not like I died or anything, you know. Phew. I adjust my breathing and begin my training. Inside my head is the usual image. The image of a sword that appears in my empty head. I ignore it and clear my mind. Once I let magical energy flow through me, it's the usual practice of strengthening. The strengthening magic which I succeeded at for the first time a few years, after being attacked by Lancer. I have to repeat it before I forget it, and make sure I master it, or it'll be a waste. Trace on. I half close my eyes and release the contents of my lungs. Right now, this is all. Everything goes away once I'm concentrating on this. The Holy Grail War, Saber, Tosaka. If I empty my mind and forget all the doubts I have, I should be able to sleep tonight. February 4th. I feel the white sunlight upon me. There must be a draft. I feel a cold wind and slowly wake up. Huh? It's the shed. I pick my body up and shake my sleepy head. I see. I fell asleep here yesterday. After yesterday's routine, after the training to create another sensation within me, I must have been too lazy to return to my room. It must still be before 6. Damn. I should prepare breakfast. I fold up the blanket and straighten out the things I failed to strengthen yesterday, and head back to the house to wash my face. It's cold. When I leave the shed, it's really cold outside. Fuyuki City is warm during the winter, but the top of the mountains on this side has a chill of a normal winter. Oh, there's some frost. I should do something about the lawn soon. Sound of breaking ice. There is frost on the ground and footprints are formed as I walk. So, I wash my face with freezing water and pull myself together. Alright. I'm wide awake now. Now that I'm awake, all the things I don't want to think about, like the situation I'm in, come straight to mind. Oh yeah, I shouldn't be washing my face so calmly. It's 5 to 6. There are a ton of things I have to do, but I should return to my room and check on Saber first. Yeah, I guess I left the room without saying anything, so I should explain things to her. I'll be troubled if Saber misunderstands things. It's my daily routine to go out to the shed at night, so she should understand if I explain. After explaining things to Saber, I should make breakfast. It seems Tosaka won't be eating, so I should just add Saber's share. Oh, in that case, I should go buy more ingredients for the additional people. I should note that before I forget. Huh? I'm sure I'm forgetting something. What could it be? It feels like I'm forgetting something really important. Yeah, it's 6! I have to hurry or I won't make it. Well, if I can't remember, it can't be anything important. I quietly open the door. The room is just like it was yesterday. There's no sign of Saber waking up in the middle of the night and searching this room. I guess she didn't realize that I escaped to the room last night. That's kind of a letdown. I thought Saber might notice. Or did she need to sleep so much that she couldn't notice? I see. That must be what she means when she said she needs to sleep frequently. She's sleeping as close to me as she can, so she can come to me in case something does happen. Either way, it won't make much of a difference where I go if it's within the house. I can detect intruders from the boundary field. I should be able to protect myself for about a minute with that. And Saber should be able to come to save me in a minute, wherever I may be in this house. That's right. And if it's the shed, there'll be plenty of places to hide. Anyways, I shouldn't be scolded for what I did last night. I was considering explaining this to Saber, but it seems there's no need for that. I don't think I should wake her up either if she's asleep. Saber, I'm gonna prepare breakfast. I'll prepare some for you, but you don't have to get up if you're tired. I'll come get you later, so rest until then. I call out to her and quietly leave the room. There's no one in the living room. I open the refrigerator and consider what I should make for breakfast. And then... I think that's you, Hime?
I think so too. Morning. You're up pretty early.
Oh god. Tosaka comes in looking like she's in a really bad mood. Tosaka? What? Did something happen?
Nothing. I'm always like this in the mornings, so don't worry.
Tosaka crosses the living room like a ghost. Hey, are you alright? Don't look alright.
I'm telling you, don't worry. I'll wake up when I wash my face. How do I get to the bathroom from here?
You can take that hallway. There's a bathroom in the hallway by the entrance if you're going to wash your face.
Oh yeah, there's one there, wasn't there?
I'm not sure how much she heard, but Tosaka waves her hand and leaves. And then, just as Tosaka disappears into the hallway, I hear a bell informing me of a visitor.
Shiro? Someone's here?
Oh, no, that was...
Oh, never mind. My
You're
bad.
okay.
I know,
I was
I know
confused
who
too.
it is. I know who it is.
Shiro, someone's here?
I hear Tosaka's voice in the hallway. Oh, don't worry about it. Only my friends come at this time. It'll be Sakura arriving at this time. Sakura has a spare key, so I shouldn't need to go get the door. Jeez, she never listens. Even though I keep telling her she doesn't need to ring the bell. Sakura is like a member of the family, so she can come and go whenever she wants. But she's polite and only comes in after saying excuse me. That must be one of Sakura's good points, but if she's considerate all the time, she'll... Hold on. Sakura is at my house? I run through the hallway. Scolding myself for stupidity comes later. I have to get to the entrance and make sure she goes home before she sees Tosaka. I reach to the entrance out of breath, but it's too late. There is Tosaka greeting the guests, even though I didn't ask her to.
Huh?
And Sakura just standing there, surprised. Sakura is at the door and Tosaka is in the hallway. With an indescribable tension, the two look at each other.
Good morning, Mato-san. Are you surprised to see me here?
Oh, that was,
Fuck!
You're okay.
So hard.
It is very hard.
I hate this so much.
It is very
okay,
hard.
Here we go. Good morning, Mauta-san. Are you surprised to see me here?
Tosaka asks, as if looking down on Sakura from the hallway.
Tosaka-senpai.
Her face asks why. Sakura looks up at Tosaka with fear in her eyes. Damn it. I can't call out to them. They are ignoring me and staring at each other. There's no room for me to say anything. All I can do is to think how to explain things to Sakura, before I can think up a good explanation.
Senpai, what is this?
Sakura looks at me as if asking for help. Yeah, well, it's a long story.
It's not long. I'm just staying over here.
Clearly. She cuts off my sentence and just states the point.
Senpai, is that true?
The short answer is yes, there are circumstances, so I have her staying here now. Sorry, I forgot to tell you and surprised you.
Please don't apologize, Senpai. I was certainly surprised, but that's fine. What you said, you really...
Yes, this is what Shiro and I had decided. The head of the household, Shiro, decided. So that's how it is. You understand what this means, right, Maoto-san?
Understand what?
It seems you have been taking care of Shiro up to now, but this means he doesn't need that anymore. It'll be a bother if you come here, and it's for your sake not to come here.
That's so mean.
Lip hair.
Sakura looks down and falls silent. After a brief moment of silence, suddenly,
I don't understand.
Huh?
I said... I have no idea what Tosaka-senpai's talking about.
Hey, Sakura.
Excuse me, Senpai. I'll be using the kitchen.
Sakura enters the house with a bow and goes in the living room, ignoring Tosaka.
What?
Tosaka is standing there, astonished. The same goes for me too. This is the first time I've seen Sakura act like that, so I don't know what to say. No, that is surprising, but something else was unexpected too. Hey, Tosaka. How did you know Sakura was coming over to my house? I don't remember telling you at all.
Oh, I heard about it before somewhere. It's just a coincidence. But I'm surprised. Is she always so energetic here? She's totally different from when she's at school.
It must have been really unexpected, as Tosaka says this with disappointment. That must mean Tosaka knows Sakura pretty well. Amumu, you ever say anything in my chat?
Oh? I don't know what it says.
It says, "Excuse me, senpai. I'll be using the bathroom. Don't film me. Don't film me. Ooh woo."
Excuse me, Senpai. I'll be using the bathroom. Don't film me. Ooh.
Oh my god. Sakura seems to have known Tosaka, so they must have had a friendship I didn't know about. Well, that aside... No, I'm surprised as well. That's the first time I've seen Sakura be so snappy. She's just like the way she is at school when she comes here to help her around here. I'd say this is a special case.
I see. This is bad. I never knew Sakura was so perverse. I should let you explain things.
She's right. I would have been able to explain things better than the merciless Tosaka. What's done is done. But what's bad about it?
Of course it's bad. This place may turn into a battlefield. I warned Sakura so she can keep unrelated people away from here. But it seems it'll be harder to get her out now.
You were warning her? I thought you were tormenting her.
Hey, did you say something?
Just an honest opinion. Anyways, about Sakura. What should we do? I don't think she'll go home now.
I'll just have to do something. So does Sakura only come here in the mornings? Or are you using her during the evenings too?
Don't word it to be misinterpreted. She always comes here in the mornings, but not so much for dinner.
I see. Then it will be every day from now on.
No, every day. What is? Tosaka sighs on my response. After that, Tosaka remains in the living room and Sakura begins to prepare breakfast in the kitchen. I feel uneasy about leaving Sakura and Tosaka together in the living room, but I'm not stupid enough to forget about Saber. It seems Sakura is angry about Tosaka being here, so things will only get worse if Saber comes out now. Because of that, I decided to explain the situation to Saber. So, that's the situation. Sakura... Oh, the person here right now is called Sakura. She's not a magus, and she's just a normal girl, so we can't have her involved in the Holy Grail War. If I can't help it, I want her to stay away from this place without learning anything. No, I didn't come here to consult her on how to get Sakura away from here. Well, Sakura is acting strangely this morning. Tosaka is the reason, but I don't want to shock her even more. Well, Sakura is already surprised that a stranger's here. I think it will get worse if you come out, so... Wait, I'm not insulting you, am I, Saber?
No. I understand what you are saying. So I should remain here. Yes?
Yes, that would really help. I'll come back here as soon as I see Sakura out. So let's have breakfast then. Saber nods silently. Wow. Thank God Saber is so understanding. Alright. I'm worried about the living room too, so I should hurry back there.
Shiro.
What is it, Saber?
You do not need to explain such things to me, but you should calm down a bit. Your actions are a bit strange.
Huh? Am I panicking?
Yes. If you are to return to the living room, you should calm down beforehand.
Saber advises me in her usual tone.
You know what, bitch?
So, the everyday breakfast begins as if nothing has happened.
Here you go, Senpai. How about you, Tosaka-senpai?
Sakura is handing out the rice bowls, just like her usual self. I don't know what happened while I was gone, but the tension between the two has disappeared. Well, at least on the surface.
What was that?
It was you.
Okay, I'll have some.
After pondering for a moment, she takes the bowl from Sakura. Sakura smiles and starts to set up the miso soup and other things like the fried eggs. Tosaka watches her with a complex expression. Tosaka, I thought you weren't one to eat breakfast.
I'll eat whatever's prepared. That's only polite, you know.
I don't know what's bothering her, but she glares at me and picks up her chopsticks. Well, I guess it's good for you. Itadakimasu! And sorry to make you prepare the breakfast, Sakura. What a tasty weirdo breakfast. So yummy wummy in my tummy. Bob.
God,
Bob.
please don't do that again. I'm begging
Blame
you not
Bob.
to do that again. Bob!
No, this is my job. So please don't worry about it. And I'll have some too.
I came.
What a wonderful position you're in. What kind of king are you, making your junior prepare your breakfast? Well, I'll ask about that later, and just eat breakfast for now.
Yeah, no conversation. It's not that terrible a mood, and anyway, it's like this during breakfast. Sakura and I aren't talkative, so it's natural for our meals to be quiet. So, why is it that our breakfasts are always loud? Hold on. Something's clicking in my head.
Senpai, was the fish seasoned too strongly?
No, it's fine, but I feel like I'm forgetting something. What is it? I try to conclude that if I can't remember, it can't be important, but I feel like that would be a terrible mistake. I feel uneasy, as if I'm ignoring a disease that could kill me if left untreated. Oh well, it probably isn't important. I forcefully make myself understand. And then the return of Anne.
Morning. Man, I slept in.
Fujini enters with loud footsteps. I see. It's not that I couldn't remember. I just wanted to postpone the problem by forgetting about it.
Shiro, food.
Fujini sits Japanese style in her usual seat.
Good morning,
Good morning,
Fujimura
Fujimura
Sensei.
Sensei.
The two greetings are in strange unison. Let's
Here
see.
you go, Sensei. It's not much, but please have some.
Sakura gives her bowl with the usual smile. She takes the bowl and tilts her head. She knows something is wrong, but she can't tell what it is. Fujini quietly starts to eat. And after finishing one bowl of rice, she quietly whispers in my ear.
Hey, Shiro, why is Tosaka-san here?
That's because she's staying here now. I explained things to her truthfully.
Oh, I see. Tosaka-san sure does some strange things.
Yeah, she's a weirdo. She keeps a mask on at school.
I see, so she's staying here, huh?
She understands and takes a sip of her miso soup. What the fuck?
What? He turned into a tiger.
What do you mean staying here, Shiro?
The table is thrown up. Fortunately, Sakura is on the other side and Tosaka's already moved out of the way, so it seems I'm the only victim. Ah, what are you doing, Fujini? This is miso soup, cooked rice, and food cooked in a pot. It'll be hot if you spill that on me. Hey, why are we having food in a pot for breakfast anyway?
Shut up, what are you thinking, Shiro? What kind of love comedy are you in, letting a girl stay over? No, it's not even funny.
I'm not trying to make anyone laugh. No, more importantly, this is hot. I'll get burned. Sakura, get me a towel.
Here you go. I've prepared a cold towel, Senpai.
Thanks. Whoa, a piece of chicken fell on my shirt. And a hot one, too?
The towel comes later. Listen up, Shiro. Are you saying this seriously?
Of course. You know I'm not one to joke like this. Anyways, I'm letting Tosaka stay here. I'll listen to complaints, but I won't change my mind.
I object. I don't know what you're up to, but I can't allow it. Oni-chan won't allow you to live with a girl your age.
Fujini roars. Well, I guessed it. Fujini is my guardian and a school teacher. I don't think I can escape such a situation with merely 100 beatings from the shinai, or even a real sword. But I guess you could say it's ill fortune that I have to push through with this. You have to. I don't have any bad intentions, and we're not like that. I could just say we got into an accident, and I ended up letting her use a room here as a result.
Shut up. I can't allow it. I won't allow her to stay here. I don't know Tosaka-san's circumstances, but make her go home at once.
Damn, she won't even listen. Crap. I guess she isn't someone I can convince.
Sensei, you say you would not allow me to stay here, but I have already spent a night here.
And then Tosaka says those words like pouring cold water on Fujini.
Huh?
I said I was allowed to stay here yesterday. No, I stayed here from Saturday evening, so I have stayed here for 2 nights to be accurate. I have borrowed the room in the outbuilding, and my luggage is already there. How about it, Sensei? Looking at things objectively, it seems I am already staying here.
Fujini's face goes pale.
Shiro, what have you done? Do you know what would happen if Kiritsugu-san found out about this?
I bet he'd be happy. He'd say something about a man's resourcefulness or whatnot.
I feel the same way. Kiritsugu-san was really indulgent with girls. I see. So you inherited that, you idiot.
Fujini grabs my collar and shakes me around. Well, the inheritance aside, it was father's belief that girls should be protected. I don't go around telling people like that like father did, but I do believe he was right. But
What? Do you need help?
I think a man would have to be tough to recognize a cold-hearted person as a girl. Please, I can't do anything about the situation. I have high expectations of your political skills. I say while being shaken.
Okay. Then I'll sell this immediately. Fujimura-sensei, only screams will come out of Ayame-kun if you shake him, so please stop. Well, breakfast might come out too.
What? That serious face doesn't scare me, Tosaka-san. As a teacher and as Shiro's guardian, I can't allow you to stay.
Fujini lets go of me and confronts Tosaka. It must be her natural instincts. She must have thought Tosaka would beget her if she kept her concentrating on me.
Why is that? There are many students that are boarding at our school. Is it not our school policy to encourage the students' independence?
What? Even if you use difficult words, you still can't stay. You can't get independence from staying in a place like this. This place is a dream house. It prepares meals for you, prepares baths for you, and is always clean without you doing anything. You'll be corrupted if you stay in a place like this.
Fujini.
Go work your cringe 9 to 5.
Attic Fox, thank you for the raid! I'll be gaming. How was your stream, Attic Fox? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. See if I can beat Bob in the shutout war. Oh, goddamn it, Bob beat me. You were doing just chatting. Was that all you were doing, or were you playing some games beforehand? Thank you so much. Hello, Raiders. My name is Classy VC. I'm a fallen angel here in the land of Twitch. I'm playing through Fate Stay Night with my friends here. If you want to check them out. We're all voicing the characters together. Your hype doesn't work. Oh no. It's probably a follower emote, right? I would assume. But yeah, were you doing just chatting, or were you playing some games before that? That statement is problematic coming from a teacher.
And as a rule, only students living far away can board at someone's house. Tosaka-san's house is farther from school than here, but it's not like you can't go to school from there, right? Even Sakura-chan commutes from that area, so there's no need to stay here.
Oh, you were drawing nice. And hello, Reluki. How you doing? Very nice, very nice. Hope you had a great stream. Thank you again so much for the raid. I hope you enjoyed some chill voice acting.
But my house is undergoing complete remodeling right now. It is an old building, so it gets a bit unsteady. I was thinking of staying at a hotel until the remodeling is done, but when I explained the situation to Emiya-kun, as he happened to pass by, he said I could use his house rather than waste money.
That does sound like something Shiro would say.
Yes, I was surprised by the idea coming from Emiya-kun, with whom I'm not too well acquainted. But staying at a hotel is indeed costly, and most of all, unstudent-like. So I thought it would be more beneficial for me to stay at Emiya-kun's house instead.
Fujini groans. Since Tosaka's answer and attitude are so student-like, it seems that as a teacher, supposedly, Fujini cannot object.
I understand your situation, but isn't there a problem? You are a girl, and Shiro is a boy. So I don't know what could happen if the two of you stay under one roof.
Hi, Anastasia. How you doing? How you doing?
What do you mean by that, Sensei?
Well, Tosaka-san is pretty, and Shiro is a guy, so I thought I wouldn't like it if a mistake got made.
Oh, thank you for the holy water, Redeem.
There won't be any. My room is on the edge of the outbuilding, and Emiya-kun's room is in the room by the shed. It's more than 20 meters away. I believe there won't be any problems with this much distance between us.
Yeah, the outbuilding can be locked, so it's like a separate house, but...
Right? Are you saying you don't trust Emiya-kun? You said earlier that you are Shiro's teacher, and I believe you know his personality better than I do. If he was the type to make that sort of mistakes, I would not stay here.
How dare you? Shiro's a gentleman. He wouldn't make a girl cry.
And it should be fine. I trust Emiya-kun too. I know I could stay here safely.
The intensity in Fujini disappears. I guess it's decided now. There are lots of things to follow up, but I bet Tosaka can get through those. So I guess Tosaka officially has citizenship in my house now. Little knows another girl staying here. And so breakfast ends. Okay, you guys have an awesome stream. I'm gonna go take a nap or take a sleep. Okay. Hope you have a good sleep, Attic Fox. Thank you again for the raid. Hahaha. Wait, these aren't in-game voices. Just noticed the AVIs the No, yeah, no. This game's originally only in Japanese, so we are voicing over an English dub. If you're interested in any of the other voice actors, all my friends, give them a follow. Go check them out, please. As expected, Fujini gave in after being talked down by Tosaka. In conclusion, we decided to try to keep it a secret at school, and to have Fujini look after us at home. With that decided, and with more people around the house, Fujini happily goes to school. We finish breakfast and I go to talk to Saber before I leave. Saber, as expected, calmly says,
Please obey Rain at school. Please consider me necessary when you are in danger. That will allow me to feel Master's danger.
And she goes back to her room. And it's time to go to school.
Let's go then. I'm not used to this area, so show me the shortest way to school.
Beside me is Tosaka written in her school uniform. The feeling is fading, but having Tosaka in her uniform makes me tense. I can't stay calm going to school with the prettiest girl in school. And on top of that,
Senpai, I finished locking up the house.
Sakura is with us today. As a member of the archery club, Sakura usually goes to school with Fujini, but she stayed in the living room today and was waiting for me to clean up after breakfast to go to school.
What? You gave Sakura a spare key?
Yeah, she won't do anything bad, and she's been helping me for a long time, too. Yeah, when I put it like that, I can't really give you a key. You wouldn't mind, right? I hate high school. All the other kids at my school make me do the Fortnite dance. and they shout, "Go boy, go." What the fuck, Bob?
At least there's no ooh this time.
This is true. Where'd you even...
I don't mind, but what's that supposed to mean?
Because you would do something bad. And I bet you won't have any problems without the key. I'm not crazy enough to do anything unnecessary.
Oh, I see. Yes, as you say, I have no need for such a thing.
Tosaka looks away. Maybe I'm just getting used to it, but I'm starting to think this gesture of Tosaka's is interesting too. What, Sakura? If you're done locking up the house, let's go. Tosaka's with us today, so I want to leave early.
Yes, you're right. If you say so, I will.
Ooh.
Woo. That caught me off guard. Sakura says so in a dispirited voice and follows after us. Jeez. Sakura has looked somewhat cheerless ever since Fujini lost to Tosaka this morning. Fujini assented, but Sakura must not have. I guess I'll have to talk to her about it. That's right, I'll need to find an opportunity as quickly as I can and make Tosaka and Sakura friends. The hill road is full of students. It's past 7:30 in the morning. This is the time most students go to school. So, it's natural for me to be met with odd stares if I'm walking with two people who stand out so much. Did she forget something? Tosaka has been quiet like this for a while now. What's wrong, Tosaka? You've been acting weird since around the road on the hill.
Huh? I thought so. Am I weird?
No, you're not weird, but that reaction is weird.
Senpai, the explanation is contradictory. I don't think Tosaka-senpai's asking about that.
Huh? What does Tosaka want to ask about?
Everyone is staring at Tosaka-senpai, so she thinks there might be something wrong with her. Isn't that right?
That's right! But am I acting weird in your eyes as well? That's strange. I was tired, but I did my hair, and there shouldn't be any wrinkles on my uniform. I slept in a new place, so I do have dark circles around my eyes.
What are you yelling at me for? It's not my fault you can't sleep in an unfamiliar place. And even if you do get dark circles, they're nothing much. Don't worry about it.
How dare you? Girls care about their looks from the moment they're born. Jeez, I've always tried hard to look perfect, at least on the outside, but I guess that came to an end today.
So, what are you yelling at me for? I don't know why you're weird, but it's definitely not my fault. Take it out on something else.
You're mistaken, Tosaka-senpai. You're beautiful today as always. Everybody's staring at you because you're with us today. You've never come to school with anyone else before.
Huh? So I'm getting this treatment because of something so small? I should be more careful. I thought I had this school thing mastered since I've been there for 10 years now, but there are still some mysteries to it.
Osaka ponders seriously. What kind of a person are you just going to ignore praise like, "You're beautiful as always"? I don't get you. Of course there'll be a commotion if you go to school with someone. All the more if it's a male student.
Right, but Tosaka-senpai isn't one to care about such matters. That's why there've never been any rumors about men.
I see. That's good. That means there's only one victim who got deceived by her looks and got devastated. I talked secretly with Sakura while following Tosaka, who has a puzzled expression. Really, Doom? Okay. Uwu? What did you just say to me? I'll have you know, I have over 300 confirmed kills. You're dead, kiddo, Uwu.
I came.
We go through the gate, still with people staring at us. We will be going our separate ways once we enter the building, so I need to endure the stares for a bit longer. I think that's random girl number 1. Anyone can take it.
What's up with some guy even shows up in the morning?
Oh, well, let's just.
That's me.
I
I hate all of you.
I didn't.
Oh well, that's
Well,
what
it
she
worked
sounds
out.
sounds like.
Yeah, she changed her
That's
voice
what
there.
I changed my voice.
Okay. Before her is a familiar face coming through the students. Oh!
Oh.
Sakura.
Nissan.
Sakura trembles a little. Shinji must not see us. He goes straight to Sakura.
Why didn't you come to the dojo? What are you doing? Skipping it without my consent.
Shinji raises his hand. Yo, Shinji! Working hard in the mornings, huh? Catch his hand and greet him.
Emiya. You, I see. You went to the Emiya house again, Sakura.
Yes, I went to help Senpai, but that's...
Your responsibility as a junior? You're so unrefined. You shouldn't care about a guy who hurt himself. Don't worry, and just do as I say.
Shinji lowers his hand. I have no reason to hold his hand if he's not going to hit Sakura, so I let it go.
But what about you, Emiya? Is it so much fun to trouble us? Sakura is a member of the archery club, so could you stop forcing her to do things like that'll make her skip practice?
I can't object against that. Since I haven't stopped Sakura from coming to make breakfast, that does mean I'm restricting Sakura's time in the morning.
That's not true. I'm helping Senpai by my choice. Aren't you going a bit far, Nissan?
Too far? That's you, Sakura. So what if Emiya doesn't have parents? He says he's fine alone, so you can leave him alone. Someone like Emiya would feel more comfortable that way.
Nissan, that's terrible.
Fine. Don't go to the Emiya house from now on. You didn't come to the club when I told you to? You were prepared for this kind of punishment, right?
Get the whiskey, Bob, get the whiskey. Sakura gasps and freezes. Shinji tries to grab Sakura forcefully.
Good morning, Maoto-kun. Sorry for eavesdropping, but that was a pretty interesting conversation right there.
Tosaka? What are you doing with Sakura?
It's nothing unusual. Saka-san is an acquaintance of Emiya-kun, and I'm an acquaintance of Emiya-kun, so we all came together this morning. Didn't you notice?
What? An acquaintance of Emiya?
Yes. I know him well enough that we'll be coming to school and going home together from now on. So, I'm thinking about making friends with Sakura-san too.
With Emiya?
Shinji glares at me. I must be imagining that I felt more than anonymity there. Well, I haven't been doing well with Shinji lately, but I don't remember doing anything to make him resent me that much.
Huh. That's ridiculous. That's a bad joke. Tosaka, there's no way you'd be with Emiya. Oh, I see. You must have a misunderstanding. It's true that I was friends with Emiya a while ago, but we're detached now. So there isn't much point in that approach, you know.
Is that so? I'm glad to hear that. I didn't have the slightest interest in you.
Wow. I pity Shinji. If that was me, it would be traumatic enough that I wouldn't recover for a while.
I'm guessing that's me.
Yeah, it's you again.
You.
And Mount-kun? About that conversation earlier. The morning practice of the archery club is an open participation. I've never heard that you need permission to be absent. I'm sure Fujimura-sensei and Ayako don't know of such a rule either.
Shut up. And another brother can do whatever he likes with his sister. Don't poke your nose into our family affairs.
Shinji isn't gonna be as glorious as Akibano-kun. Yeah, unfortunately not.
Yes, I feel the same way. So isn't it wrong for you to say such things about Emiya-kun's household? Jeez, you're rowdy so early in the today, Maoto-kun.
Shinji takes a step back and glares at me and Sakura.
Alright, I'll forgive you for this morning. But it won't happen again, Sakura. If something happens again, I'll make sure you understand your position.
Saying what he wants, Shinji runs away to the other school building. Yeah, he definitely ran away after losing to Tosaka.
I'm sorry, Senpai. Nissan, was rather rude.
She must be apologizing to Tosaka as well.
No, it was a good exercise. My mind went up a gear, and I'm finally up to par now. I love arguments. And I should be the one apologizing. I think I did a bit too much. He has his position to think of, so I shouldn't have done that in front of everybody. You know? If Mato-kun is feeling down, cheer him up. Tell him he doesn't have to learn from experience, and that he can come at me and again.
Yes. If he doesn't learn from experience, please talk to him again, Senpai.
Sakura must be relieved as she smiles cheerfully. Tosaka's looking away bashful.
You too, Senpai. Please try not to get mad about it. You're the only friend Nissan has.
I know. It's impossible not to get mad, but I knew he was that kind of guy as soon as I got to know him. Well, I know we'll get to know each other better someday, so I'll be patient with him.
Yes, please give him your best regards, Senpai.
Sakura bows. Yeah. If I do get really mad at Shinji, it'll be because he's not satisfied with such a wonderful sister. Yeah, Tara. Yeah, it gets bad.
Then, Senpai, let's do our best today.
Sakura goes to the first year hallway. Welcome back, Bob. We walk up the stairs and enter the second year hallway and... Is that Issei? Maybe?
I'm pretty sure it's Issei, yeah.
Alright, Dish, go for it.
Wow.
Run into the student council president.
Why are you with Tosaka, Emyoshiro?
I see. You are full of the enmity too, for a different reason.
Oh, good morning, Fuju-kun. What kind of greeting is "whoa" supposed to be?
God, I had a bad feeling when I woke up, but I never thought things would go in such an preposterous direction. Ah, come here, Emio. You'll be poisoned if you stay so close to Tosaka.
Issei forcefully pulls me on my hand. After looking silently at us, Tosaka heads to Class 2A as if nothing has happened.
Okay, go ahead. No one's going to stop you.
Tosaka silently passes by us. And then...
Shiro, rooftop during lunch.
she mutters. That's so Issei would not be able to hear it.
Sorry, I had to
You're fine. I love that. It's lunchtime. Since the events of this morning, Issei has avoided me, treating me like a traitor. I guess I joked around a bit too much. I'm getting a lot of feelings of you and me and her from here. This with Issei. You're the girl backstabber. I compensate my actions for a moment. He asked me why I was with Tosaka this morning. We got close during the holidays. Answering like that was bad. I think the problem is how we became close, but I couldn't explain that, and Issei walked away dizzily. Well, I guess it's fine. I'll have to do a lot of things alone for a while. It's good to have less people involved. Well, what I should do right now is... save the game. Go and meet Tosaka, I guess? Or, I hope this doesn't have a big change of the story, but... I had that promise with Tosaka. It was an unilateral statement, but she must have something to talk about if she called for me. I buy my lunch and go to the rooftop. It's usually packed with students, but not in this cold winter air. Even though the winter in Fuyuki City is warm, the coldness in the rooftop is unbearable. The only ones on the rooftop are me and...
You're late! What are you so slow for?
Osaka, shivering under cover. I do feel bad for being late. Because of that, I brought you something, but you might not need it acting like that, huh? I'll take the coffee I bought at the stand and put it in my pocket.
You have such a naive face, but you're pretty thoughtful.
It's just a whim. Come over here. It's windy out here and people might see us. I passed Osaka and hand her the coffee. Here, nobody should find us right away. We won't be seen from the windows on the 4th floor.
Thanks. Get me some tea next time. I like milk teas. The value of gratitude goes down if there's anything else, so be careful.
Alright. If I remember next time. So, what did you get me up here for? Seeing how you choose a desolate place, I'm assuming it's something about that sort of thing.
Of course! What else do we have to talk about?
Can you get something other than the saber ending first playthrough? You can get bad endings if you choose the wrong thing. Yeah, you're right. So, what's it about? Come over here, woo.
What? You're pretty cool about it.
Huh? Well, it's cold, so I want to get this over with quickly. Don't you feel the same?
Of course! I plan to finish this business quickly too.
Yeah, I thought so. It's obvious, so she doesn't have to yell about it.
Oh well. Then I'll ask you directly. What are you going to do after school?
After school? I don't have any plans. I'll help out the student council if they need help, otherwise I'll just go to work. What's with the utterly amazed expression? Tell me if you want to say something, I'll try to correct things.
Please, I don't care what happens to you. I guess I'll give you a warning. We're cooperating right now, and you're too inexperienced as a magus.
That again? I've heard that I'm an experienced magus too many times. I know, so don't tease me about it.
I'm not teasing you. I'm just saying you're inexperienced because you don't seem to have noticed the boundary field around the school.
Huh? Boundary field around the school? Hold on. A boundary field at the school. Could that be...
Is it a boundary field set up by another master? It's arranged so widely that it will pretty much encircle the whole school? This boundary field is the type that steals blood and meat from the humans inside it. It's still in the preparation phase, but haven't you noticed everyone's kind of listless?
Come to think of it, I felt a bit strange on Saturday, but was that it? Then that must mean... So, there's a master at this school?
Right. There's certainly an enemy lurking here. Do you understand, Enya-kun? If you're not prepared, you'll die.
My relaxed feelings go tense. So, do you know who this master is, Tosaka?
No, I've got some ideas, but I don't have any proof yet. Well, I knew there was another magus in this school, but a magus doesn't necessarily equal a master. There are cases when an amateur like you becomes a master, so I can't be sure.
Hey, I'm not an amateur. I'm a proper magus. Hey, hold on, Tosaka. There's another magus at our school?
That's right. But I can't feel any sign that magus is a master. I went to check first, but they didn't seem to have a command spell, nor the presence of a servant. They might just be hiding it really well, but I'm pretty sure this person is not a master. So I think the master at the school is someone with the complete knowledge of magic like you. Recently, I felt a little magic energy other than ours in this place. That's a sign of an enemy master's presence, but...
But it's too small an amount to detect the source, huh? A master that's not a magus, huh? If you say so, you must be confident of that. I believe you, but really, are there that many magi at our school?
So many? Just this person and I. A magus values their lineage, right? If two such lineages live in such a small area, they're bound to become intimate.
Is that so? But I never knew about your family.
Your household is special. I think your father was a lone wolf who alienated himself from the association. He must have happened to like the city and decided to live in it, but this city is under our supervision. If we found out, we'd take what we could. So I guess he was hiding because he didn't want that.
What do you mean that what you could? What do you mean take what you could?
Are you curious? I'll come and collect it when you're mature. So look forward to it.
Jeez, you really were wearing a mask. Just how are you an honor student, you imposter?
Oh, is that so wrong? It's the responsibility of a magus to decorate the outward appearance, is it not? You see, I'm the successor of the Totaka family, so I have to be a perfect honor student, or I won't be able to face my father in heaven.
Huh? Father? Tosaka, you mean...
Yes, he died when I was young. Well, he lived a long time, so I'm not sad or anything.
Tosaka smiles as if saying that's how a child with a magus father should be. But that's That's a lie. When people die, you're sad. All the more so if that person is a relative. It's not something you can gloss over by saying, he was a magus, so he couldn't be helped.
Well, yeah.
People die when they're killed. I love that image.
You're completely right, so I can't argue.
Saying that, Tosaka opens the can she's been using as a heat source. She takes small sips of the coffee. From what I know of her, I thought she would gulp it down, but she's really feminine when it comes to things like this.
Let's get back to the topic. Anyways, there are only 2 magi in Fuyuki. Other masters must have come from elsewhere, or have been a weirdo that got selected because they know a bit of magic.
I see. According to Tosaka, I'm weird too. I understand, but if it's a master who barely knows magic, wouldn't it be impossible for him to create such a boundary field?
Maybe the master didn't create it, but the servant did. Servants can't choose their master. If a servant ends up with a master like you, they'll only be able to win if they do a lot of planning.
Yeah. As annoying as it is, I can't argue with that.
Good, you're honest. So, getting back to the boundary field, this boundary field is really advanced. It's almost at the level of sorcery. If a magus can create such a boundary field, how many times like
I was just about to say that.
Right? It should be impossible for them to hide their magical energy. So I believe this must be the actions of a servant.
The actions of a servant, huh? Then, is the master not that dangerous?
Of course not. Magus or not, he doesn't know the rules. He's the type that will come and kill any master he finds right away.
Huh? Not know the rules? You mean the rules of the Holy Grail War?
No, the rules of humanity. The moment they make their servant create a boundary field like this, they've lost track of who they are. Look, Shiro. Once this boundary field is finished and activated, it will melt every human in it and absorb them. It's like we're in the stomach of something alive. Well, it shouldn't have any effect on people like us who protect ourselves with magical energy. But those without magical energy will weaken and die without knowing why. It's not just a matter of dragging ordinary people into this mess. Once this boundary field is activated, everyone in the school will die. Do you understand? A master at the school is absurd enough to prepare something like this.
My vision blurs for a bit. Trying to comprehend what Tosaka is saying, I take a deep breath. That's it. Even though my understanding is incomplete, I imagine the worst possibility and engrave that image inside me, accepting the situation I am in. I get it. So, Tosaka, can you destroy this boundary field?
I tried, but it was useless. I found all the sources of the boundary field, but I can't destroy it. All I can do is weaken the source temporarily and delay the activation.
So, the boundary field won't be activated as long as you're here?
That'd be nice, but that's only optimism. The boundary field's already set up, and the magical energy for activation is gathering, bit by bit. According to Archer, it should be ready in about 8 days. When that happens, the school will fall into a hell as soon as the master or the servant puts their mind to it.
Then, before that happens...
We have to defeat the master lurking at this school. But finding the master will be difficult. The guy pretty much won as soon as he set up the boundary field. The boundary field will be activated even if he does nothing, so he won't appear until then. So there's a chance.
It'll only be when he emerges?
Exactly. So you should stay quiet for now. You will have to fight when the time comes. So if it's stupid for you to go out searching and have the enemy find you before that.
The first bell echoes through the cold rooftop. The lunch break is now over.
That's it. I have to go somewhere, so go home by yourself. Try not to go anywhere on your way home.
Tosaka leaves, saying, "See ya."
Yeah.
There's no way I'm feeling good. There's no way I can have a calm mind after finding out the talk of masters only attacking other masters was pointless. Country field at school. Is he planning to drag innocent people into this? That's not the work of a master at all, but a mass murderer. I have to find him before the boundary field is activated. Find him and defeat him completely. It's Cloyd again.
Lloyd.
Sorry, I was looking for the mute button. Who is this again? Is it
This is what's his face?
Kotomini?
Yeah, Kotomini.
Oh, okay. Rejoice, Emiya Shiro, your wish.
I shake my head and deny the words I remember. I can't wish for something like that. A wish for a villain to defeat. That's not my wish. The end of school homeroom ends, and the students start to disappear from the classroom. I would normally go to the student council room, but since Tosaka told me to go straight home, I should do so. The gate is still locked. Oh yeah, it's been a while since I came home this early. I usually help someone out to go to work, so it's rare for me to come straight home. Usually the gate would be open and Sakura would be preparing dinner inside when I got home. Maybe I've grown so accustomed to it after a year that I've forgotten how important it was. I realize how grateful I am for Sakura, just by the simple action of opening a locked gate. I'm home! I call out and step into the hallway. As I try to enter the living room, the blonde-haired girl appears.
You're back, Master.
The girl looks straight at me. For a moment, all sense of reality crumbles on me.
Shiro, did you not just return home?
Perhaps the surprise transferred to the girl, as she says this with a bit of a surprise. She calls my name in a quiet voice. That finally returns my sense of reality. Oh, it's Saber, right? Sorry, it was so sudden I was surprised. Just for an instant, I mistook her for a normal girl.
I was on standby here as Master ordered, but was I wrong?
No, I was misunderstanding, so don't worry about it. Anyway, how are you feeling? You said you'd be sleeping frequently, so,
There is no point with staying awake. No, it is better to sleep, except at times of battle, but that would cause my sense to dull. I should move around periodically or my body will be slow when I need it most.
I see. You're right now that you mention it. Humans get headaches from sleeping too much, and it's not like you're sleeping because you're sleepy.
Yes, there is no fatigue to require sleep. But Shiro, do you get a headache when you sleep too much?
Of course. Usually you'll get sick if you sleep for half a day. In my case, I'll wake up from the headache, so I won't be able to sleep for half a day.
That is a strange story. It does not happen to me. I can sleep as much as I want, now that I'm in the past.
I think that's wrong for a living thing, Saber. It's a waste to sleep all day. It's more fun to wake up and play when you're not sleepy.
You're right. Less time is wasted that way.
Right? You're like that now because of me, but go back to your normal cycle when your bond ends with me ends. It's not for me to say, but if this becomes a habit and you sleep all day, people might think of you as lazy.
Maybe too late. People might have thought of me already. Thought so of me already.
She creases her brow and ponders. It was just lighthearted, but it seems like Saber doesn't get normal jokes. We move into the living room. It seems Saber wants to know what happened today, so I decide to tell her about the boundary field at school that Tosaka told me about.
I see. That master must be planning to use the people gathered at the school as a sacrifice.
Frankly, yes. Tosaka said it should take more time, though.
I feel the same way. It will take time to construct such a large-scale boundary field. The school is a building that can be easily locked up, so it might be an altar chosen as a temple. To completely activate a boundary field of that scale, at least 10 days are needed.
10 days. I felt something strange 2 days ago on Saturday. So that means we still have about 8 more days. That's the same as Tosaka's estimate.
Yes, it does not matter if the boundary field is to gather sacrifices or to solidify the defenses, as it will be a problem if we allow it to be completed. I hope we will be able to find the master that created this boundary field before that.
Yeah. Tosaka said it'd be difficult, but he should be easy to identify since the master will be lurking at school. Let's find him somehow and stop the boundary field. The instant they think of setting up a boundary field at school, it must be someone associated with the school. A student or a teacher. I'll try to search the school as thoroughly as possible during lunch from tomorrow on and try to find anyone suspicious. And, yeah, the problem of which servant that master has. No, that'll only be clear when I actually encounter it. Then I should think about a servant I have already encountered. Saber is awake right now, so this would be a good time to ask. Alright then. Let's save. I don't think this has any change in the story, but let's ask about Archer. That guy. I'll ask about Tosaka's servant Archer. Saber beat him in one blow, but that was a surprise attack, and his strength is unknown. Hey Saber, about Archer, have you noticed anything about him?
Archer? No, I know no more than you do. It seems I am superior in simple battle, but I have not experienced his abilities nor his noble phantasm. He is not one to look lightly upon just because he have defended himself. He is not one to look lightly upon just because he had defeated him once. We have defeated him once.
I see. Well, it really was only an instant. And well, back then, when Saber attacked him, there was something strange about that moment. I guess you could say it was a surprise attack that wasn't. I think that Red Knight sensed Saber's presence beforehand, but he froze when he saw Saber and couldn't react to Saber's attack. Hey Saber, do you think he knows you? I feel that he took your blow that time because he was surprised by you yourself, and not by the attack.
I see. That is understandable. As he is an archer, it's only natural for him to be inferior to me hand to hand. But still, he was too weak at the time. I was guessing that he was not able to use his power due to some external factor.
Right? And I've seen him fight Lancer. Archer didn't go on the offensive, but his defensive was out of this world. For him to take your first blow, I can only assume there was something wrong with him.
Does that mean he went easy on me?
She must be angry at him for going easy on her rather than being able to beat him so easily, as she glares at an enemy who isn't here.
Fine. After our collaboration with Rin is over, I will make him regret insulting me.
Well, I don't think he went easy on you on purpose, so I don't think there's any reason to hold a grudge. I find myself defending Archer.
Are you saying you can forgive Archer's act? No. It rather seems like you are protecting him. I think it is unlikely. But would you have preferred Archer as your servant?
No way. Frankly, I dislike him. I've never even talked to him, but I could instinctively tell when I saw him from a distance that I wouldn't get along with him.
That is good. It was needless worry. I am relieved, Shiro.
Jeez. I'm the one that's surprised, but why are you relieved by such a thing? Is it that good for me to dislike Archer?
You're right. It is certainly strange. Oh, it is probably because of our it is probably because of our compatibility. I am a servant that specializes in hand-to-hand combat, and Archer specializes in range combat. If you're compatible with Archer, that would mean that you are not compatible with me. If that is the case, we would not fully utilize our powers.
Saber nods, concluding that it must be why she's relieved. See, I guess that's how it works. Anyways, there's no information on Archer. We still don't know which hero or he is, nor which kind of noble phantasm he has. Then, about one of the others.
Hold on, Shiro. Someone has entered the gate of this place.
You can sense such a thing? What? It's this time already? Crap, Sakura's probably back. I quickly stand up. I hear the sound of the doorbell from the entrance. Uh-oh.
Excuse me.
I can hear Sakura's voice. Saber, I'm sorry, but...
I know. I will return to the room, so please do not be concerned about me.
Saber leaves for her room. And in her place...
Oh hey, it was me. Alright. Awkward.
I think you both came together.
Did we walk? Oh, let's go.
So yeah.
We walked home together.
Alright. I'm home. Well done. You came home early, like I asked you to.
Tosaka is holding a grocery bag and...
Let's fucking go.
Excuse me, Senpai. It's rare for you to be home this early.
Sakura comes in, smiling happily.
I guess we're together now.
Alright. Preparations are perfect. Then let's begin.
Tosaka shouts and goes into the kitchen. Sakura looks at her worriedly.
Senpai, about dinner preparation.
Oh, it's Tosaka's turn today, so why don't you don't have to worry about it. You made breakfast today, so let's leave dinner to us. We'll make dinner as long as Tosaka is here.
Yes, if you say so, I'll do that.
Sakura sits on a cushion obediently. There is a flashy, fiery sound coming from the kitchen, but there's nothing dangerously looking about Tosaka's appearance from behind. I guess it's okay to trust her. So there's no point in staying here. There's Saber to think about, so I should go back to my room until dinner is prepared. I'm gonna go rest in my room. If Fujini comes, tell her to prepare the bath herself once in a while.
Yes, please take your time, Senpai. I'll come and get you when dinner's ready.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget to knock when you come to my room. It's a little before 6 o'clock from the way things are going. It looks like dinner will be around 7 o'clock. When I get back to the room, Saber is asleep in the room next to mine. Man, I thought I could talk to her. I click my tongue and sit on a cushion. Hey, what am I saying? I don't even know what I talked to her about other than this Holy Grail War stuff. Anyways, didn't I have trouble talking to Saber? Oh well, if she's asleep, it's fine. I say that and just stare at the clock. Yesterday's dinner was just me, Saber, and Tosaka. But today it'll be 5 people, including Sakura and Fujini. Oh, no, Saber can't come. As long as Sakura and Fujini are there, I can't let Saber out of this room. I wonder if Saber ate breakfast. Saber was nodding while eating dinner last night. Judging from that, I guess it's not like she doesn't need food. I didn't prepare lunch for her. Of course she'll be hungry. Once Sakura and Fujini go home, I'll have to warm up dinner and serve it to her. She'll need to eat alone, but that can't be helped. Imagining Saber eating by herself is really annoying me. I think it's Hime.
Yeah, it sounded
Oh,
like
Hime?
I think it's Hime.
It sounded like Tosaka, yeah. Shiro, are you awake?
Tosaka knocks on the door and looks inside. Tosaka? What's up?
Dinner time. It's ready, so come along.
That time already, huh? I get up and leave, glancing at the room where Saber is sleeping. Poor Saber.
Oh, there you are. Hey, look at this stuff. Finally, with Tosaka-san here, we have someone who can cook Chinese food.
Fujini is looking excitedly at all the food prepared on the table. Now that she mentions it, the food certainly is Chinese. On the floor, on the 4 big plates, are crab with eggs, shredded beef with pepper, some stir-fry of an elegant-looking meat I've never seen before with vegetables, and a plate full of steamed meat dumplings. There are salads on the side plates and various follow-ups are ready. Put simply, it's the kind of gorgeous dinner Fujini loves. I'm surprised. I was expecting you to make Western-style dishes.
Oh, she was actually thinking of a Western-style dish. When I told her that no one at her house cooks Chinese, she said she would.
Why does she have to live her life poking at holes? Hey Sakura, you came home with Tosaka. So, did you actually go shopping with her?
Yes, Tosaka was waiting for me back when the archery club finished. So we went grocery shopping on our way back.
I see. Wow, you two are closer than I thought.
Yes, we talked often at school. I don't know why she likes me, but she has been nice to me ever since I entered the school.
Wow. She really is a nice senpai at school.
Let's quit talking and eat. I'm hungry already.
Fujini sits down happily.
Like she says, why don't you two sit down? Chinese food gets really bad when it gets cold.
Saying this coldly, Tosaka sits down as well. I sit down silently. Everyone bows and eats the food. Annoyingly, it's good. I've never heard Chinese because I thought it all tastes the same, but this is so good it makes me realize it was just a prejudice.
Wow, this is great. It's been a while since I've had food that makes rice taste this good. Yeah, I'll give you top score on this one.
Thank you. I am pleased to receive an honest response like that.
Yes, I have a better opinion of Chinese food now. I'm not good with hot food, but this is really good.
Sakura is happily enjoying the food too. After watching this with a smile. Dude, me too, Bob. Tosaka Rin looks at me with an expression of triumph. What? You look like you want to say something.
Nothing. I'm just glad everyone's enjoying the food. Well, one isn't being honest, but that's fun in its own way. So I'll call it good. I understand what it feels like to lose at something you're good at.
I see. Then you made me cook last night to gauge my potential?
Yes, today's lesson is always hide your potential.
She says this happily and starts eating her own food.
Me too, Bob. Me too.
Dinner is more lively than I was expecting. Sakura and Tosaka are good senpai and junior, but Fujini is completely friends with Tosaka now. Well, I have no complaints about a fun meal. No complaints, but I feel like there's something wrong with all three of us eating right now. I stand up.
Huh? What? Shiro? Going to the bathroom?
No, I forgot something. I'll bring her here, so wait. When I leave the living room, Tosaka is staring at me silently. I just couldn't take it. That's the only reason. I don't like it when she's in the same house but alone. Did I say gotcha? Oops. So before considering the consequences, I grab her hand.
Shiro, what are you doing all of a sudden?
Just come with me. I'll introduce you to everyone.
Are you insane? Hold on. This is...
I'm taking you because I am sane. Here, let's go. Whatever happens later can be dealt with.
Shiro!
Oh my god, Bob. I grab Saber's hand and take her to the living room. Sorry, Tosaka. Can I add one more? Tosaka doesn't object. But Fujini and Sakura are looking at Saber with astonishment. It's a bit late, but let me introduce her. Her name is Saber, and we're going to be taking care of her for a while. As you can tell, she's a foreigner and not used to living in Japan, so please help her with that. Oh no. They've turned gray. There's no reaction from the two. That's only natural, but I don't have enough composure to care about them right now. Here, sit here, Saber. It's better to eat with everyone.
That is... certainly more efficient, but I...
Don't be reserved. After all, you're going to be living together with us from now on. Since we're living in the same house, it's natural to eat together.
Yes. If Shiro says so, I will obey.
You can't do.
Oh my god.
Did she punch a hole through the roof?
I don't know.
You can't do that.
Is this what death is like? My ears! My ears are ringing!
What's wrong with you, Shiro? You bring in not only Tosaka-san, but a girl like this too? Since when did this place turn into a hotel?
What? It'll be fine. It's not as big as a hotel, so we can let a room or two. If Tosaka's staying, it's fine. Saber should be fine too.
No way, I approve of Tosaka-san, but I don't know about this stranger. Who is she anyways?
Who? She's a distant relative of mine. She had some problems, so she came here, counting on father.
Can't believe such a ridiculous story, even if it were the case. Why did she come to your house? There's no way Kitsuga-san would have an acquaintance in another country.
She can't really say that. Because father was a simpleton who went to foreign countries all the time. He would have more acquaintances overseas than in Japan.
Well, I can't say that, but it's still strange. You, why did you come here?
Fujini glares at Saber. Well, that's...
You be quiet, Shiro. Saber-san, I'm asking you.
Saber is silent. It's only natural Saber doesn't have any reason to go along with my lies, nor a dexterous enough mind, so she...
I do not know. I was only doing as Kiritsugu said.
Well, I guess she does.
Katsuru-san entrusted Shiro to you?
Yes, he told me to defend Shido from all enemies.
Quietly. Saber says this with the greatest purity. Who could object to that? Even if it's a lie, it's the ultimate truth for Saber herself. Even Fujini can't object to those words. But... she stands up with a frown, glaring at Saber.
Alright, if you say so, I'll test your skill.
Fujini responds strangely. Oh shit, they're gonna fight?
They're fighting.
Come at me, dude.
Let's fucking go.
So, with a sound of wind, Fujini takes us outside. She takes the shinai from the wall and glares at Saber. Well, just what is our Fujini thinking about?
You said you'd protect Shiro, right? And you must be confident in your skills.
Are you telling me to take a sword?
What happens when Classy can't control his harem?
It'd be like that.
Yes, I'll approve of you if you're stronger than me. But if you're weaker, I'm sending you back home.
I do not mind. But what is the purpose of this?
I'm the one that's gonna protect Shiro. I'm gonna be by his side until he grows up.
It seems Saber doesn't understand what Fujini is trying to say. Of course, no one else is around. No one else around here does either.
I think that was me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't need anyone weaker than me. If you're stronger than me, you'll be more dependable, right? If that's the case, I can entrust Shiro to you just for a bit.
Fujini plays with her shinai, as if she's sulking.
I understand. So I must earn to your approval?
Right, but it's not going to be easy.
Just as she says that, Fujini rushes at Saber and attacks her with the shinai. Man, Fujini's being ridiculous. Not only was that a surprise attack, but she didn't even give Saber a shinai. Are you really a teacher, Tiger? Saber must be surprised by Fujini's surprise attack as she just stands there distractedly. Fujini's clever attack to the body strikes.
Huh?
Fujini tilts her head curiously. That's only natural. It's strange even for those of us watching, so it must be strange as the Hanging Gardens of Babylon for Fujini. Saber is still standing. The difference is she's now holding the shinai Fujini was wielding until now.
Is this real?
I don't know what's real, but it's certainly true. Saber does not even take a stance. Fujini doesn't move, standing before Saber. Fujini is a kendo expert, said to be unmatched. That experience must have made her realize that this person in front of her is on a completely different level.
If you want me to take a stance, I will. But you should be skilled enough to understand already.
Fujini backs away unsteadily and drops to her knees.
The contest is over. Do you approve of me?
Ugh.
Fujini hangs her head and slumps her shoulders. The very moment I think she'll calm down.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Some stranger took Shiro away.
She starts to cry so loudly those around her get dizzy. Oh my god. I think that's a good place to end it.
Yeah.
That was quite the adventure.
The earth shakes, yet
Yes.
Favor still stands still.
That was so good. All right, thank you all for coming. We're gonna raid somebody. I think next week we're gonna do Steins Gate, and then we'll come back to this the week after, if that's okay with everyone else here, depending on timing and all that. If not, we'll figure it out. Let's figure out who to raid, and I'll be back on Monday with I don't know yet because I'm in my schedule. Raid my mom? I don't think my mom's streaming.
Raid your mom. She's a VTuber.
My mom's
I'll
a
send you the
VTuber?
link right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Send me a link.
Yeah. Okay, I'll send you a link.
Do it. Is it twitch.tv/your mom?
Classy mom.
Classy mom. Let's give USA. Let's go give USA a raid. Genshin.
USA.
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 Oh, that's so good coming from fucking Classy.
Are there like American flags you can put in chat? It's like an American flag emoji. Hold on, we'll make that the raid one if there is. There is.
Are you guys trying?
Oh my god.
Just do the USA flag emoji in chat, okay?
Look, I have no stamina. Where is it? Okay, there it is.
I got you. All right, Bob. Let's see what you come up with.
No, stop.
Oh wait, we'll wait for the raid message to be put.
Wait, I got it. Yes. Okay. Oh my god, I'm like.
Should put like classy raid with it. I don't know what we're gonna do here.
Oh, he's just dead. Oh.
You know what? Hold on. I'll make one quickly.
Welcome in.
Hold on. I have an idea.
Oh, wait, I hear fighting noises.
I have an idea.
Someone's
And then USA. And then that again. Okay, hold on. I'm doing it. That's the raid message. It's amazing. All right. We'll see you guys on Monday. Good raid message. Bye.
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 This is gonna be so stupid.
Minecraft, I'm just mining.
Okay, great.
Why am I like this?
USA.
But,